Hello and welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. We are covering an event, Day 2, the Summer Smash. If you haven't watched Day 1, click the button somewhere on the screen. This is an Age of Sigmar event.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a 2-day event.
Yep.
So over the 2 days, there's 50 players, or probably 48 now, playing over 5 rounds. So they did 3 yesterday, and we had a few interviews and stuff like that, and we tracked the progress of the undefeated players through round to round. So today we're going to pick up where we left off. Round 3 finished last night, so we're going to go through the players who are still undefeated to this moment.
Yes.
I've got their names here. There's currently 6 players of the total 48 who are undefeated.
So they've gone 3-0.
3-0.
Yep.
And they're all starting their 4th round right now.
Yep.
Like they're just kicking up. We're just mere meters from the tables. And we can just see them rolling dice, moving models. So we're fully underway here.
Yep. So you've got their names of these undefeated players and what armies they're playing.
Correct. So currently, I mean, these are all in order, ranked 1 to 6 based on their battle points.
Okay, yep.
But the most importantly, they are all 3-0. So at first place, we have Sam Sims Bailey, who we just met.
Oh, damn.
We just met before.
Yep.
Met him yesterday.
Yep.
Top lad.
Yeah.
Total lad.
Yep.
I just saw him wandering around looking for his table, so I hope he found it.
Yeah.
We've got Hayden Ford.
Yep.
And sorry, Sam is playing Cinch. Which no one else is running.
Demons of Zinch, I think.
Yep. We've got Hayden Ford, who's playing Seraphon.
Yep.
So they're playing each other.
Ah, right.
Now, Sam actually just, I think, came off a Seraphon game.
Yeah, he said that today. He's like, I'm going it again.
Yeah.
Croak again.
Yeah. So I think that bodes well for him because he's played it already. He's come out on top. He's got a few tricks, but he was saying if he's worried that maybe the player he's playing against, Hayden, has caught wind of how he undid Croak.
Okay.
And now he's like, maybe I'll have to throw a few curveballs just to stay in it. So that'll be interesting. We'll keep an eye on that one. We'll go upstairs and have a suss, see how he's going.
Really interesting,
Yeah. And then we've got Peter Atkinson playing Big Wah, which cleaned house last year.
Yeah, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd last year at the 2020 Summer Smash.
I guess they were not very balanced.
No.
And Peter is one of the favourites to win, and he's playing against another favourite, 2-time winner, Michael Clark, who's playing Daughters of Cain.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They got their Marathi book just recently.
Yeah, exactly. So they look very strong.
Good, sweet models too.
Dope
models. His paint job is incredible. Yeah.
And in very, very capable hands. So it's interesting, at the end of this round, either Michael or Peter will have dropped a game.
Oh, damn.
Because they're playing against each other, both of them can't win.
No, that's how these things work.
And we've also got Joel Graham playing Jason Brown, which is Joel's Blades of Corn versus Jason's Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
Oh, nice.
Which is cool.
They were really well represented last year, weren't they? Because they were so new.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were both new and pretty good.
Yep.
Obviously not as good as Big Wah, but I think those models are beautiful.
Yeah.
I've been tempted by them just to...
Like by Big Wah?
No.
Okay.
Well, I have. Yeah, that's true too.
But Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
Yeah. In fact, I didn't know the Bone Reapers were here because you asked me yesterday what army could I take. It would probably be them.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to see it. I just know if it's painted, I'll take them.
I froth them because they're basically
Skellies.
Necrons, but Age of Sigmar.
They are. That's true. They are Age of Sigmar Necrons.
No, they're not. But I froth them.
So we will keep you posted with the results of. So those are the big 6.
Yep.
Still in the running, but after this round, there'll be 3 left.
Oh, yeah.
Going to the finals. And so the 2, I think it'll come down to battle points then.
Yep.
Whoever has the 2 highest, they'll play against each other in the finals, so we'll cover that as well.
Yep.
It's going to be a crazy day.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be, like yesterday was madness. There was 3 rounds. Everyone was all over the shop.
Yep.
Everyone was playing. You had some new players playing, some experienced players, but today, it's all leveled out because undefeated players are playing against undefeated players.
Yeah.
Unwinning players are playing against unwinning players.
Yeah, they're having fun though.
Exactly.
They're still here. I think everyone's still here. Like, no one's chucked a salty and just not rocked up.
No, a few people couldn't come for other reasons, but no one's just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like everyone's, and it's great now because people are playing against their skill level.
Yep.
So the people at the bottom tables are just having fun, doing wild stuff and just laughing and having a good time. And the people who came here to get that real tournament experience where it's like, I want to win. I want to be challenged. I want to learn. They're getting that against top-tier opponents.
And you know what? We're new on the tournament scene.
Yeah.
But there's also a couple of players here which are also new on the tournament scene, playing their first tournaments. So hopefully we can get them in later on, maybe have a chat.
That would be awesome. Yeah, there's, I think, 3 or 4 people who this is their very first ever tournament.
Yeah.
Tabletop or anything.
Yep.
So if we could get one of those, we'll try and rope one of those boys into the booth and get their perspective. I think we got one of our friends of the podcast, Dave, tournament organizer,
Patron of the podcast.
I think he's dropping in at some stage, so maybe we'll have a chat to him. Maybe we'll try and find a top player, bring them in. See how we go.
Hell yeah.
So we'll have a full day of interviews and a full day just chilling out, having a couple beverages and having a good time.
Hell yeah. Let's go check out Sam's game.
Yeah, let's go see how Sam's going.
Yeah.
You could do it, man.
Yeah.
Take down 2 croaks, cut off the head.
Alright, and we're back. Halfway through round 4. Fox and I are joined by Nikki, the other half of Tricky.
Tricky Nikki,
Nikki.
as I've been calling myself.
Yeah, well, we'll make it stick. We'll spread it around the traps. Tricky Nikki, I like it. Now, look, this is how many Summer Smashers have you now helped Tricky Dicky run?
This is the 3rd.
Yeah, okay.
This is the 3rd. So this is our 5th big tournament, and this is the 3rd Summer Smash. So
Amazing.
I've been there each one.
Okay,
And has your role in what you do here, like, has that been growing year to year?
Mainly with just the shop.
Yeah,
the first one, we didn't have any stock. We didn't actually, because we didn't have a shop then.
You didn't have a store.
We didn't so we didn't have any stock. So I was just more there, just making sure everybody was going okay, making sure it was at a different hall where we had food brought in. I coordinated all of that, ran a bit of a canteen, that sort of thing. So that was more my role. Whereas now it's become more be there to be Richard's sort of on-call person for any running around.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. So I suppose it has. And as the tournaments have grown, we've got a lot more people than we started with. So he needs that extra help because getting around to 20 people versus getting around to 50 people when they've all got lots of questions for him is hard. So.
It's not a one-person job.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Yeah.
We were very surprised we were able to snag him at all yesterday for an interview, and
it was cool. It was half an hour.
Yeah.
And look, some games, and that's right. Some games he doesn't get hardly any questions. Other games he's got people at him left, right, and centre asking questions. So that's just the roll of the dice. I guess you just don't know what each game's going to bring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we had him on yesterday, like I said, and he talked a little bit about his journey from like getting into the hobby all the way up to what culminated to like these big events.
Yeah.
But we want to know what the other half of that looks like. We want to know what your journey is, even from like meeting him. Were you into hobby?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
No, and that hasn't changed.
Okay.
Despite his efforts, he keeps saying, "I'm going to find an army that you're going to want to paint."
Yeah.
No, never going to happen. But so I knew a little bit of the hobby because my brother actually did Warhammer growing up.
Okay.
And I always gave him a hard time and all of that. So I was quite familiar with it. And when I met Richard, I was like, of course you play that. You know? Here we go again. But he was always very passionate about it, and I must give him credit that he always put in the time and the effort. So whereas it wasn't just he was buying models constantly but not doing anything with them. He was always out there painting. He was always engaging.
I feel like you
with
just
community.
attacked us. Yeah.
No attack at all. No, but that, he was always really engaging like that. He always really wanted to do more with it.
Yeah.
And then when we lived in Hobart, he met a really nice group of gamers.
Yeah, cool.
Whereas previously in Geelong, he hadn't met all of this community before.
Yeah.
He just hadn't connected with them for one reason or another. So when we were in Tassie, he connected with all these great people, and I actually connected with a lot of them as well. Like they became our friends, and so I would sometimes go into the gaming stores and so on, and try and push him out, go, come on, let's go. But so I guess got a bit more experience of that side of it. What the life of a gamer looks like.
Yeah.
And of course, my little business mind started ticking. I was like, hey, look, Tassie has quite a few really, really well-performing gaming stores.
Yeah, okay.
Geelong's bigger. We're moving back to Geelong. Hey, you know, maybe that's something we could do. You know, put Richard's passion into a bit of an empire. You know, so I guess we just sort of started throwing around some ideas on how can we make what Richard absolutely loves doing his end goal. You know, make it what he does all day, every day. And
he said a lot yesterday about a community.
Yeah.
And that's clearly what you guys have been building here.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what, you know, Richard, the second we moved back to Geelong, he straight away went looking to meet with, connect with new people that he could find that were into the game. And, and you know, he's so good with people. He's such a people person anyway. And, you know, he definitely gets some enjoyment out of bringing people together and excitement out of it. But that was always a thing for him, was bringing the community together. And that's another reason why we wanted to create a store, because it gives the community a place to go. You know, and now, you know, in Geelong, for example, there's multiple options, and you know, every town I think needs multiple options. You know, whether it be for different game systems or just for different clientele.
And a different vibe too.
Oh, absolutely. So, but definitely so much passion, you know, from him, which is really amazing. My experience previously, so before Richard, of gamers was completely different. You know, and my experience of gaming stores before Tasmania was, you know, they weren't very pleasant, especially for somebody who's not a gamer. And you know, the partner to go into, they were never really pleasant environments. It always felt uncomfortable and awkward, and I always thought, if we're going to do this, it needs to be a really good environment. Everybody needs to feel welcome, but still professional, clean, tidy, organised.
Totally.
You know, and Richard has the experience, obviously, with all the products. He really throws himself in. You could probably tell from the chat yesterday. Throws himself into every game system. If people are telling him, asking questions, they're interested, he's right. I'm going to go find out about this, and I'm going to, you know, because. And it's not about sales for him, it's about community.
Totally.
Right, okay, there's a bunch of guys that want to play this game, great, let's build a community. You know? That's how he views it. And
that's
obviously,
awesome.
You know, for a successful business, that's really helpful. But it really is, the community is the driving force, 100% for him.
It's interesting to see, like, as a male-dominated hobby, like, I think you might be the only lady here today. There was a couple of partners floating around yesterday.
Doing what you mentioned before.
Absolutely.
Getting their partners out of here.
Come on, buy the year.
And that's what I mean, like, as, you know, without sounding sexist, I think a lot of women don't feel comfortable a lot of the time in gaming stores, whether it's because it's male-dominated
I see that from stores that I've been to. Like,
absolutely.
Like my girlfriend, she's lovely. She goes to the game store without my knowledge and picks out models for me, which is, I couldn't ask for anything better.
Absolutely right.
And our local in Werribee, they're great. Like, they have a good atmosphere. But I've been to stores where they don't have that atmosphere.
Absolutely.
As soon as, like, if she's with me, we walk in, all of a sudden everyone goes, starts staring at the door, you know, like, and it's like, let's just go.
It can be really uncomfortable. And you know, quite often as well, as the partners, we might not know about the game. So if you're going in to buy models, you're really relying on the people that work in the store to be able to help you find something you're looking for, unless you specifically know what that model is. It can be really uncomfortable, and that's we didn't want that feel. You know, tournaments, and I always feel a little bit still out of, you know, fish out of water, because I don't know the product, I don't know the game very well. But I do feel like the community is very engaging here, very accepting. I'd love to see more females having a go. You know, there was one tournament where we did have one female contestant, I think,
awesome,
from Melbourne. But in the Geelong community, I don't know that there is a very big female base. There might be. Maybe they just aren't comfortable coming out, you know, and playing because they don't, you know,
they haven't got that support there.
Or something. I don't know.
If they all came in at once, maybe it would be okay, but they're likely to rock up in a store on their own into a male-dominated store.
It's like you need to do a ladies' day just to encourage more to come and play. Like,
I think there's definitely a lot of women out there that paint, whether it be paint the models for their partners or they just enjoy it themselves. I know that there's definitely a few in Geelong, and I know in Tassie there was a couple of women that painted as well as gamed as well, and that was really cool to see.
We've got a little Discord community, and there's a few ladies in there that love gaming and painting. One of them, she's paints all these historical models, like she paints like Napoleonic stuff and World War II models, and it's all brilliant.
She posts awesome pictures of all her massive games with her friends, and we're so jealous of her collection. Although we probably wouldn't want her backlog.
No.
But she's got some projects she hasn't hit. But and we'd love to see more of that.
Because I don't know why it's so male dominated, but it is. But anyway, hopefully that will evolve over time.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
As it becomes more popular, more mainstream, I guess you could.
Absolutely. But I'd love to see the day where we have a couple of women, players in our tournaments. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. I remembered a funny story. Not really a funny story, actually. It's a horrible story. But we went to CanCon once, which is a big convention in CanCon. This is the first experience my wife Sarah had ever had with tabletop gaming. I mean, she knows I play it, but she keeps an arm's length because it's a super strange thing to be involved in. Like, she sees me poring over these plastic minis, painting them, and then I'll show her one. She's like, it looks good. I'm like, and she's like, is that done? I'm like, oh goodness, no, I have to pay another 200 of these if I want to play in the game. She's like, how much does that cost? I'm like, all right, anyways, I'll be back later. So we had just happened to be in Canberra the week CanCon was on, and I was trying to follow the map, and I was like, it says tabletop games in this hall upstairs, and I was like, sweet, let's do it. So I was like, I just want to quickly whip up there. I'll show you, because CanCon's a big convention. I was expecting this, And what I walked into was they were doing roleplay for Dungeons and Dragons on about 4 tables, but I guess the lights in the room were broken, or they chose to have them off. So we walked into this dark room from street level, and our eyes are just adjusting, and we see all these beady eyes just staring at us, and they're all in full cosplay. It smells horrible. It's dark and dank, and I was just like, well, thanks everyone. My wife is never going to get in on this. So we lost one there, but hopefully we can gain a few more on the way.
But that's I'm sure many people have had that experience though.
Absolutely.
Certainly early on, that's the experiences that I kind of had.
And that's what she thinks. That's what she thinks this is. Just a big version of that. So
it's hard now because that opinion's solid and it will never be reclaimed.
No.
I think you'd have to drag her against her will for her to be like, okay, it is different.
I might just say, my car's broken. Can you come pick me up? And then make her come inside or something. And see this, because this is.
I'm at the front. Just come in real quick.
Because this is. On the camera, we're just again gesturing behind the camera, which they can't see, but. It's just such a good vibe. It's a nice, well-lit room. There's great-looking tables. Everyone's just having a good banter and laughing. And that guy looks like he's pretty angry that he just lost his big dude. But I don't know anything about the game, so.
What I think is really great about our tournaments as well is we've got a really great mix of people. We've got some super experienced people that have obviously been gaming their whole lives. We've got some completely new people that one who it's even his first tournament. And I love that we can capture both ends of the scale. And then obviously everybody in between. Some people are here to be competitive. Some people are here just to throw some dice and have a good time. I think that's the best part of it all is that we've attracted a really diverse group of people.
It's awesome.
And it's brought together people that maybe otherwise wouldn't have met as well, because maybe they wouldn't normally run in the same circles or play in the same kind of games. But it just brings people together in a different way. So
it's amazing.
It's cool to see.
So, is this a passion for you as well? Because your passion, you mentioned, might be more business orientated. So you and Tricky have almost combined your passions to create Throw the Dice?
Absolutely. So, everybody who knows Richard knows how much of a dreamer, and he's got all these big ideas. I guess I'm the kind of more level-headed one that pulls things back into a realistic, approach.
You pop a few of his balloons and bring him down to earth.
I'm definitely the fun ruiner, but somebody's got to be. So he, a lot of the ideas are driven by him. And then I kind of throw in the more practical business parameters, I guess, that make things possible. So certainly where we kind of play different roles in the business. I don't think it would work as successfully without either of us. certainly he needs to be that face of the business. He needs to be the driving force with all the crazy ideas.
Yeah.
But I think that there is definitely a place for my role as well.
It sounds like you take everything, you sort it out, and get everything flowing and working.
Yeah, absolutely.
You put all these crazy
I'm
ideas
very
through a sieve.
organised. Pretty much. And,
Nope, not that one.
But we both come
one.
from, retail backgrounds as well.
Yep.
So we both very much had the same vision on what we wanted, the same expectations, the same dislikes in other gaming tournaments and stores. So we both very much kind of were on the same page, but just manage different areas of it, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying, as the business grows, we're finding that I need to be more involved as well. So people are probably seeing a lot more of me than what they did from the start. I was a bit of that kind of silent partner in the background at the start, whereas now I'm starting to get a lot more involved, and because we're growing, and if we want to continue to grow, then that needs to happen.
Yeah.
So
You'll naturally learn what's what. The more that you get involved, obviously, the more you work at the shop, the more you work here. Soon enough, you may have started not knowing the difference between this and that, but soon enough you'll have spotted a mile away.
I have surprised myself. I know so much more about gaming than I think I know, or than I care to admit that I know.
Yes.
I don't know all the in-betweens and that, but there is certainly, I'll be talking to some of my friends, and I'll be talking about stuff going, what? Where did that come from? And who am I? But, that's, I guess, that's that natural progression that happens when you're around. And, I pick so much up from Richard of what he's talking about. And,
I imagine, as Michael said earlier, he paints a model and shows his wife, and I paint models and show my girlfriend, and they both just look at him and go, yeah, it looks great, honey. Does Richard do the same thing to you? Does he say, oh, look what I've done, look at this?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And, Richard's, he's an amazing painter. Amazing. And always has been, but definitely the last couple of years, I feel like he's really honed in on his skills, and he's been really trying to upskill himself. And I think especially with being so involved in the community and with having a store, he of course wants to that self-development, but I do pick up a lot more on it. Like before, it was kind of like what you're saying about your wife. I'd look at them and go, oh yeah, it looks good. I don't know, what else do you want me to say?
Like cats dropping dead birds at the door. You're like, thank you.
Whereas now I can actually kind of like, oh hey, your tufts look really good on there.
Yeah, nice. Good highlighting, good edge highlighting.
Like I do notice it a lot more, and I can see when he's rushed something, or I can see when he's, which doesn't happen very often, and I can see when he's really put in effort, or if he's tried something new.
Yeah, good, awesome.
So I don't know, is that a good thing? I don't know. But,
hey, that's big brownie points, surely.
It's just that natural development, whether I want that part of it to happen or not. I guess that's just happened. But.
Now I'm curious, you said before he's tried many times to get you into the hobby and to no avail. Is there anything in this universe that what would get you into hobby? And if you were, which part of it are you most likely to get into?
Yeah, I don't look. The only I have said to him, the only army I would ever paint, and it would never be to play because I'm just not that's just not my thing at all. But if I was to ever paint anything, it would probably be like Malifaux.
Okay.
I think their models are really beautiful and really quirky and fun and a bit crazy. So, but I just don't have the patience, I don't think, for the detail that you need. And I am not as much as a perfectionist as Richard is, but I do like things to be done well, and I think I would just get too frustrated at myself because I wouldn't want to spend the time to do it, but then I'd be upset that it doesn't look the way I want it to look.
Totally.
And, I guess because I also see how much time and energy goes into a great painted model, I'm like, that's not me.
20 hours?
But I have said that to him before, that if it was anything, it'd probably be Malifaux. It's pretty cool. It's a bit crazy.
Seeing the models over there on your stall was probably my first experience seeing them, to be honest. And they look real cool. Is that what the skellies you bought were?
The Ashigaru skeletons.
We play a Japanese samurai game, and Shane saw some undead Japanese samurai. And we're like, that's perfect. We'll use that in our other game.
Is that what you got them for?
I don't play Malifaux, but we played this other game, so I thought, no one's created an undead warband for this game, so I was like, I'll do it. I saw them and they're perfect. So
so there you go.
Okay, I want to play a game.
Oh,
Yes. Yep.
okay.
This is a game we've just started on our podcast.
Yep.
It's called the Big 10-4.
Okay.
So we'll give you 10 seconds to answer. Give us 4 answers to a question.
Oh,
So-
4 answers to one question.
Yeah.
question, yeah.
So it might be like flavors of soft drink. And you'd be like Coke,
Okay,
Pepsi,
I'm
whatever.
gonna fail this massively.
And these are all hobby related, so
well,
I've
I'm
made them
definitely
extra
gonna
difficult.
fail.
Where's your phone?
Is this where I can
over there.
pass? Pass.
Hey, Churchy, can you?
We need a 10-second timer. You can pass me. You can pass me.
If you'd like to, yeah.
We'll bring your phone in.
We need double.
We'll bring our assistants. Yeah, I need a dual phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will be interesting to see my answers versus like one of these experienced people's
Yeah,
answers.
yeah,
I'm sure
exactly.
they'll be very different.
We had Ryan on, and he absolutely smashed it.
Of
Crushed
course.
it. Yeah,
Fletcher did pretty well too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Shane failed
I
miserably.
failed terribly. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
on the last episode of the podcast.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah.
That was after like 5 beers.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. All right. So, I've got 3 questions for you.
Okay.
10 seconds to answer each. The first one is, name 4 games, you don't need their proper full titles, that people play at Throw the Dice.
Warcry, Malifaux, Infinity, Lord of the Rings.
Damn!
Wow.
You did that in 5 seconds. That might be the fastest answered question so far. Okay. Oh no, I've lost it.
Even faster than when I asked Ryan to name 4 Aussie beers. It didn't take him long either.
No, he sneezed it out.
Yeah, he did.
So name 4 different brands that you stock at Throw the Dice.
Games Workshop, Wild Games. I should know this. Avatars of War and Kings of War.
Oh, with 0.3 seconds
Oh.
left. Well done.
Nice.
Okay, now, I don't know if you're a board gamer, but I'd like you to name 4 board games.
Munchkin.
Yep.
I should know this. Monopoly.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I should know this because we have so many board games at home too.
you've won yourself a Hobby Homies gift pack by getting. Now, lucky
Thanks,
for you,
guys.
there's models in there. There's some paints, some
Oh
paintbrushes.
well, hey, who knows? maybe
So
I might just paint something.
I expect they'll end up in Rich's hands, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see,
In our
we'll see.
minds, we've converted you into a
Maybe.
hobbyist. There
We'll
are
see.
still some sweet Malifaux models over there. So, I don't know.
This is true.
Thanks for coming on, Nikki.
No worries, guys. Thank you.
And we will now go do our thing, suss a few more tables. We hear Party Popper's gone wild.
Yeah,
something's going on out there.
That's my job. I've
Yeah,
got to get
you
out there
probably
and
have to go,
do that.
deliver
so.
things.
All
Yeah.
right. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Nick. Thank you. We'll see you guys soon. So we're back. Round 4 just finished. So there's actually a bit of a break now as they sort of like work out the final tables and get everything sorted for the big finale, I guess. And we're gonna go bugger off and get a coffee. But before we do that, we found Dave. We found tournament organizer
How's it
Dave.
going?
Yeah.
Patreon Dave.
Patreon
Going on?
Dave.
Just lurking.
Thank you, man, for all your hard support.
I'm here to pick up my battleship.
Oh, yeah, so
Is it here?
yeah. I think it's around here somewhere. I think Churchy's
Literally
got
the
it.
only reason why I came. That's it.
oh,
I
boy.
got just inside.
That's right, you did win our last our last prize, didn't you? We should probably buy that.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
well, it's like-
so I'm going to let you talk about yourself for a little bit, Dave. But before I do that, this is kind of full circle for us because I came to this event last year looking to get into Age of Sigmar. And I was trying to drag Shane in at the time, so I think I pulled. You were on night shift, so I think I was like,
Dude,
dude.
like 2 hours.
Yeah, I was like, dude, drive all the way down
Yeah.
from Truganina.
Yeah, after finishing at 6 a.m.
Yeah. Because I want to get into Age of Sigmar. I was getting hyped up. There was still a little 40k devil in the back of my head going, "Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to?" I'm like, "Nah, I think this is for me." Dave rocks up. He's like, "Oh, I'm just checking it out. I mostly play 40k. Thinking about
Yeah,
starting a
I
scene." Yep. And the rest is history.
So
He's like,
you
that's
came to
it.
an Age of Sigmar event to learn Age of Sigmar, and you walked away wanting to get into 40k.
so hyped for 40k
Yeah,
after
yeah.
talking to Dave.
Well, I only came here to check out a venue. It's like, let's make it clear now. I have no idea about AOS. Sorry, lame
Yeah.
OS.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
It's the same models. It looks good.
Yeah.
Nice to see good
Yeah.
models and
Yeah.
painting and that. But yeah, mainly came to see the video. Oh, what do you
The
call it?
venue?
Venue.
Yeah. Because you were at that time sussing out. You were thinking, what tournaments
Yeah.
can I run in the? Were you
Pretty much.
last year? How new were you to the Geelong scene?
So last year, I started playing at the start of 8 to 40k.
Yep.
Went to my first comp in, would have been, what, maybe 2018?
Okay.
Started 2018.
Yep.
And then got absolutely slammed.
Yep.
And I thought, this is fantastic. I want to do it
Awesome.
again.
Yeah.
And get better. And then there was not much in Geelong. There's Geelong Heresy, which is in November.
Yep.
That was the only real event planning that was going on here. And it just wasn't enough for me.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, well, I'll do it myself.
So
Awesome.
I mean, you're the person we go to when we want like list construction and meta stuff, but you're actually in 40k terms, you're a baby.
Yeah.
You've only been in since 8th edition, which means you actually started after us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you went in, you went all in.
Yeah, well, I did collect back in, I think it was 5th edition or 6th, but all my mates literally wouldn't even go near it.
Really?
So it was just me.
It was just your little guilty pleasure.
Yeah. So I think I went to maybe 1 or 2 stores, played a couple of games, and then I didn't really bother getting into it much of that. So I put all my models away, and then pulled them out at 8th edition. Thought either going to sell them or have a crack. I thought if I don't like it, I'll sell them.
Yeah.
If I like it, then I may as well keep playing. And well, unfortunately, I liked it. And now I'm like thousands in debt.
Yeah, well, hey man, join the club. That's what this booth is.
Yeah,
it's thousands of dollars of debt.
Yeah. What made you decide to get back into it again?
Just honestly, just doing a cleanup.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So you're
just
going
clean
to the
up
garage.
room.
You found the box and you're like, "What's this?" Open it up. And you're like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, it was
models.
when I got back from overseas, I decided I wanted to move to Torquay.
Yep.
So when I was moving everything out of the garage at home, I kind of stumbled across. It said models, and I'm like, oh yeah. Had a look. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything straight away. I pretty much just took them with me.
Yep.
Because I thought, you never know.
Yeah.
Just took them with me, and they were just sitting in the room, and that was in Torquay for I think it was almost a year and a half or 2 years.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, it's longer. That was for about 6 years.
Damn.
They were just sitting in Torquay. Don't touch them.
Wow.
And then,
That's kind of cool that you kept your old army. Like instead of like when you did cleanup, they were still there. You didn't just like flog them off, throw them out, try and sell them. Yeah. So you went back in 8th edition. You're playing your first army. Like, is that the only models you've ever had?
Only models I ever collected.
Really, that's so rare as well.
Imperial Guard, yeah.
And
I was like, I mean, I know how expensive they are.
Yeah.
And I just don't like to throw away expensive models.
Yeah,
expensive things.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So.
And you've recently, like over the course of the last year, just been going back over them and touching them up and you're giving them a new spit shine almost.
Yeah, definitely. I've ever since getting back into the proper events and wanting to play and get more competitive and just at least have more of a name for Geelong. So trying to bring them into the competitive scene, it's got to start touching them up and start finishing painting some models.
Your signs are dope. I'm sad that you actually haven't featured them in more lists, like the full. You've got 30 painted scions.
Yeah, 32 or something.
Yeah, something like that. And like sometimes you'll bring 10 here and 10 there. I'm like, I just dropped 30 on the table. Sometimes you'll send me a list and you'll be like, here it is, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's all the scions. Never makes it to the table.
Nah. List construction. It's very fun, that thing.
Yeah,
just
would you say that's probably your favourite part of the hobby? Building lists.
Building a list and trying to make it work is probably the favourite.
Yeah. Exactly. That is.
Oh, it's awesome, and just it's really fun bringing a list, and then because I've done two one-day events so far. Yeah. 2 RTTs where I've actually had a chance to make a list, take it to a one day, play a few games, see how it works. Yeah. Get stomped twice and then maybe win a game and then go, back to the bit, not change the whole thing, just tweak bits and pieces. Not sell the whole army and buy a new one. So, but it's really enjoyable. I like testing it through other people and just having bringing out a different mindset. So
we were talking to Tricky and asked him about, does he miss, like when he runs something like this, does he just sit there and miss playing? And he's like, no, for him, creating this is like where he gets his joy. But for you, I got to imagine there's always, when you attend these things, there's always a little bit, it's like, man, I wish I had brought my list and I could throw some dice or... Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You're almost doing this part as obligation because no one else will do it. Exactly, yeah. I'm pretty much, if someone else was running events in Geelong, there would be no chance I'd be running events at all. You'd be playing. But like I said,
the 40k scene has been very quiet in Geelong. When I started, there was, I think, one event, maybe Warhammer Shop had a couple. But that was it. There was no drive. There was no one out there.
Working on the community.
Trying to get the community together. And a lot of I found when I started bringing the community together, which I think I did. It might sound, not
No, you definitely did. You definitely did.
Yeah, I just found there was a lot of little spot fires of people, I guess.
Little pockets
of people that play together.
It's kind of like we only ever played against each other.
Yeah.
And like for as far as we knew, we were the only ones in Geelong to play 40k. You know?
Might as well have been.
May as well have been. And then like we met you and we met all those other dudes and started playing together. We spoke to Tricky earlier about building a community, and that's what this hobby is about. I think in a way.
100%. Yeah, the community's been amazing. Ever since I've started running events, I've delved into a whole different side of the hobby instead of just playing, making lists. It's all now, a lot of it now is all about bringing the community together. So, just trying to get everyone in Geelong to come together when we hold an event in Geelong, saying, come and represent Geelong, show that we've got a good community, which means more people, because then that brings in more people from outside of Geelong.
From Melbourne and Greater Victoria.
If more people sign up in Geelong, and that means more people in Melbourne will go, they're different people to play. Because even though it's a huge community, the competitive is still very small.
It is.
You do see a lot of the same people all the time.
And it's funny because there were, when you first started the 40k league, the 40k Geelong League, last year, at the start of COVID.
It's a good one. Time, that was a ball buster and a half.
That was like just a local league. I mean, we twisted some arms and we were able to get Shane in there to play one game. You lost. But there were
Whack.
there you go. But there were a couple people from Melbourne who wanted to jump in. So there are people across the bridge who want to play 40k games against a different scene. They just need to know it exists, and it needs to be consistent and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So we've helped build that.
The league was a bit of that was very different. There was a lot of work. A lot more work than I thought. And it was a lot of, I think, was due to I didn't expect to have 22 people in the league. I was thinking maybe 10. I was like, 10 people. I'd be happy with 10.
10's good.
And
10's manageable.
But just kind of blew up a little bit, and it was out of my own selfishness. Like, I wanted to find more people to play. So I thought
you could have capped it at 10.
I could have
capped it. No more.
But you were like, I want to go big.
Oh, why not though?
It just more and more seemed interested. So I was like, all right, well, come in. And
you don't want to say no to those people that want to get involved in it.
Absolutely. And then I'm kind of, if I'm saying no to people, it's kind of, I'm not doing the work I wanted to do.
It's counterproductive. They might be like, fuck the hobby. Like, I don't want to.
They don't want me to play? I'm out.
I just won't play.
I'll never touch that. I'll never talk to Dave again.
Pretty much, Which would have been good, too. I could have handled some of that.
You wish it would have been us that had done that, but alas, we're still here pestering you. Now, this year is a big year for you and 40k, because last year we were working on the league, then COVID hit. And
this is an Age of Sigmar event, by the way. Just making sure.
By the way, Age of Sigmar, good. Good. But, there's usually a lot of crossover. In fact, I know 100%. A lot of the people here play 40k. And this is a local thing. Just quickly. So this year, you've rebranded, you and your co-partner, Lachlan, have rebranded to Target Acquired. And you're running a bunch of events under that banner. One of them in this very hall.
One right here. Which very exciting.
Which Shane and I got keen at about midnight last night and both paid and committed to, so we'll be playing in that.
6 months in advance.
Which is good because neither of us have even built the models we want to play in the army. So we're going to need 6 months.
Yet to buy most of them.
Well, you're yet to buy. I'm good. I've already spent my $800 on my Tyranids. I'm good.
6 card effects.
That's pretty lucky. Well, that event is going to be awesome. Geelong Town. Geelong 40k Town Open.
In this hall, 50 players?
So we've capped at 40 so far. And to be honest, we've got I think maybe 5 or 4 spots left already, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's crazy. 6 months in advance, sold out almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's nuts.
Which is, really very surprising. We're like usually when you open up an event a month or two in advance, you still struggle to get. I think we struggled to get 20 players. Well, obviously that didn't happen, but even when the year before, we had 12 players.
Yeah. Wow.
And we struggled to get 12 just in Geelong.
Yeah,
because
right.
It's almost you've built on. It's all because I would imagine what you built last year with the 40K League. How many of those players are jumping in? Plus the connections you made along the way. And
well, that's it. Yeah, going to other events as well, and actually getting out there and talking to other TO organisers, talking to the other players.
Yeah.
At the events, like it's a lot of work actually just going out there and just showing your face. And also our terrain I think's really helped. A lot of people would have seen the Facebook page. A lot of people would have seen the tables that they missed out on playing on. Because they couldn't make it.
Yeah. Your tables are just top tier. That would be top tier anywhere, any tournament you went in the world.
Yeah.
Those tables would be the kind of tables you want to play on. And so much more effort goes into it than people think, because you're even running an event in a few months to test like how the terrain's going to go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the one day RTC would be good.
Yeah.
So that was an invitational, and just trying to get some of the bigger players, trying to drag them in just to get an idea of what they think of the tables and how they think they should be played, or their ideas, just so we can have a better idea. So when we do run the big events this year and following years, then we can work towards everyone, because it's so hard to try and cater for everybody.
Totally.
A lot of events I find cater for your specific competitive players only, or they'll cater for the fluffy players or narrative players only. Which
you want to try and find that middle ground.
Trying to find the middle ground, so when you can get your competitive players that also feel immersed in the terrain, and feel like they're playing a proper battle instead of having the very standardised
gamey.
And you have your buildings, and they're in all sections, and it's like that on every single table, which personally not a fan of, but everyone's each to their own.
Yeah, cool. Well, like you said, this is an Age of Sigmar thing, so I am curious, before we duck out and grab a coffee, is there anything in the world that would make you jump on another system, or are you just locked into 40K? Is there like a universe that you're so drawn to that if they had a tabletop game, or?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I've always liked, I've loved strategy. I grew up watching a lot of library videos about medieval strategy, a lot of like the Romans and World War I, World War II. So battles in general, I've just always been a fan of, and used to play a lot of computer games and stuff. To be honest, I reckon if StarCraft brought out a tabletop, I reckon I'd be all over that.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was a huge StarCraft fan. And that's why I was drawn to 40K, because it was the StarCraft version of 40K. And I think if StarCraft brought out a tabletop version, I would be on that like butter on bread.
You and me both, my man. StarCraft got me into 40K as well.
Yeah, 100%.
StarCraft's in my blood, I'm pretty sure. Zerg.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big Zerg.
That's why I'm Tyranids. That's why Tyranids always are in here, whether I own them or not.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of the...
Alright, so there's 5 minutes left in this round. That's cool.
Yeah, I love the Aliens as well. The movie Aliens, anything with like humans fighting aliens. Always been really good. I almost, Starship Troopers. If their
they did have a
tabletop game was a lot better, I probably would have been jumping on that.
I was borderline. I was so close to pulling the trigger on that one when I was like 15 or something.
So cool.
Oh man,
because they brought out a computer game as well.
Yeah.
So anything like that, But I think StarCraft would be the one. If they brought out tabletop, I'd be one of the first to jump on board of that.
So I just realised my love for StarCraft, Alien, and Starship Troopers is mirrored, which means we have much more to talk about. But maybe we'll do that on a podcast episode.
Maybe.
Over a few beverages.
Sounds good.
But for now, I think we'll kick it. We'll go grab a coffee.
Thanks for having me. I feel very privileged.
Yeah, man. You are.
Lucky few.
Our one rule was like never let Dave in the booth, and we've broken it.
That's it. So, and you can collect your cash later.
Thank you. So yeah, people can check all that stuff out by following Target Acquired on Facebook. Yep. That's got all their events that are coming up. There's some big ones. We'll be there and covering it extensively like we have here, although we'll be playing in it, so see what that looks like.
We should drop some of that stuff in our Discord. I think there's a few dudes in there from Melbourne that would froth that.
Benno aggro, for sure.
So we'll drop that in the Discord.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's get out of. Let's go get a coffee. And we'll see you guys once we get the round 4 results. Start around 5.
Yeah, sweet.
Cheers.
Guys, we're back, probably halfway through round 5. Round 4 wrap up. We have Joel Graham, Peter Atkinson, Hayden Ford. They're all going 4-0.
Yep.
Hayden Ford came in with a minor victory over Sam Sims Bailey.
Okay. So our boy that we were repping.
Yep.
Dropped a game, but only a minor loss.
A minor loss, yeah. Which we know nothing. Minor and major. I mean, major's obviously better.
I would assume so. I would assume so. So that means the top table is then...
It's Joel Graham versus Peter Atkinson.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's defending champ of last year.
Yep.
Versus the player that most people told us they expect to win.
Do well, at least. Yep.
So, and that game's happening right now upstairs.
Yep.
We've gone up a couple times.
It's tense.
It's very tense.
We've gone over, hey guys, and then we've just gone and stepped back a little bit.
They're laser focused. Laser focused.
Yeah.
They're probably, if we went up and said howdy.
I'm sure that'd be fine.
Yeah.
But let's just not get in their way.
No. Let's I'm excited to see what happens there. So we'll let that happen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2 measured gaming boys.
Yep.
One of them's going to win.
Yeah.
Again.
Of course. It's still good. Still going on well here. Popper's still going off.
Hey!
Heaps of games still rocking. Such a good atmosphere.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
This is like, this is where it's at. Like, people are finished. There's a lot of empty tables, and a lot of hands being shook.
Yeah.
And another popper.
Yeah.
So it's all sort of coming to a close, coming to a head. And, it's beautiful.
Yeah. We've had a little bit of painting competition as well. They've run here, so that was couldn't really happen during COVID. So they've got a table with a bunch of beautifully painted models on there. Myself, Fox, and Churchy, we've all judged our particular categories.
We are the head judges of a painting competition. Once again, not our own this time though. That's a nice change for us.
Yep. So we going to keep seeing how things are going here for round 5 and be back, hopefully chatting to a winner.
Yep. A winner, a new player. We'll see what we can snag. Yeah. There's lots of people wandering around. We're going to pick of the litter now.
Yeah, true.
They've got no more games. Should be easy to rope them in.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's see who we can snag.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, we'll be back in a jiffy.
In a bit.
I've seen some people. Let's go poach them.
Yep. Let's get them.
See you soon.
Okay, wow, okay, what a weekend. Thank you so much everyone for coming to Summer Smash 2021. Haven't seen a lot of faces like it's been this time last year that we all actually saw each other. So I'm really, really thankful that COVID didn't really touch any of our community, which is pretty freaking awesome. And also how big our community is, it's pretty cool. So just a few thank yous. Thank you so much for Hobby Homies coming out and supporting us for the day. Really cool, awesome. This is all going to be, the whole event's going to be like on a 1 hour YouTube and stuff. So you guys will be able to see the memories back on it, see the interviews that they did for the day. We're going to bring them back hopefully every time. So yeah, and just making some cool memories for everyone that's coming to Summer Smash in our event. So awesome, guys. Canteen, Rod, Marg, thank you. They're shy, but amazing prices, really lovely to work with, and they're just great people, so thank you. Terrain providers, Michael Clark, Jason Murdoch, Adam Smith, a couple of locals, and then me trying to make stuff. It was just fantastic. So we got there in the end, and every year we want to just improve the scenery. Hopefully I have got mats all for next year. That'll be fantastic. Just makes the whole games come alive, so that's really cool. Thank you, terrain providers, because without that I can't obviously do this, so that's really cool. All the clubs that showed up, thank you. Big shout out to Measured Boys, bringing all your fellas down. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Geelong, thank you for coming up, supporting us, boys. Thank you for coming out of your little huts. Fantastic. Love it. Melbourne coming down. Thank you, boys. Awesome. Really love it. Always seeing you guys come up. Awesome. Thank you. Greensborough, you got the new club coming up and you're starting up. John and the fellas, where are they? Are they still here? They might have taken off. Yeah, okay. More D6 dozen. Canberra, coming all the way from Canberra was Martin Brooks and stuff, which is fantastic. He's just driven back now. So, one in out of state. Warpling's coming down. Thank you so much, boys. Good to see you here as well. Some more new faces. Great to see you. If I've forgotten anyone, I am sincerely sorry, and I deserve it. Ballarat, yes! Ballarat, so sorry. Thank you so much. Lockie, you've done heaps, mate, from seeing you from the first time we did it, and then recruiting and getting your boys together and coming down. Well done, buddy. Awesome. Good effort. Really good effort. Really good effort. All the Seraphon, great. Yeah. There we go. So we'll get cracking into prizes now, but yeah, it's such a good time, guys. I'm so happy with how everything went, and just everyone having a ball and just having some drinks again was fantastic. So we'll start off with the wooden spoon. So this was highly contested. We got wooden spoon prize goes to Josh Clark. You can go sleep it off, buddy. There you go, mate. You can go rest up. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Probably do the painting ones. Yeah, the little ones. Okay, these next awards I'm going to be giving out. We're going to meet up with you guys at the store. So you're going to come over to us and get some prizes, okay? This is for the single miniatures and all that sort of stuff that people voted for throughout the day, and some great special mentions. So don't do that one. Okay. Favourite single miniature of the weekend was William Knight. We'll get you after. Yeah, we'll get you after. Favourite unit of the board, which is all over here and stuff. Favourite unit was Dan Brown. Awesome. Loving the Legion. Yeah. Oh. Well, I don't know. I haven't checked it. I'm sorry. It's my bad. I'm sorry. Fuck. Yeah. No, he's legally not in the tournament. All right. Anyway, favourite conversion again goes to Will Knight. Well done. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Schmick paint job as well, man. Bloody awesome. Was there another one in there? No, there's a bit of it. Oh. Okay. All right. Next one, we got best infection for what's going on. I think I should do that differently because people are going to know stuff. Yeah. So wait there. Cool. Next one. Best Sportsmanship Award. So this one here goes to, this is just a great guy. Everyone had fantastic games against him. Comes to our events and just, everyone's just got good things to say about him. And comes back every time and he's taken the same army. and he's just trying to recruit more guys and get more to bring to these events and Bendigo and stuff like that. And that goes to Jacob Hughes. Yep. Well done, bro.
Thanks,
Bloody well done. Yeah, really nice fella. Well done. Painting awards now. Yep, so the painting awards and things. So, first one. All right. Okay, so this is for the painting challenge of the weekend. Cool. So, first one we've got is Richie's pick. So, this is me pick. Well, my pick. So, my pick goes to David Potts. Where are you, Potts? Well done. There you go, mate.
Thank you, mate.
All good. No, well done. So Dave did the two trolls, and the blends and stuff were just beautiful. So they look really, really schmick. Well done, man. And so you get a paint set and you get a paintbrush set. Cool. No, well done. Cool. And first tournament coming down from Brisbane, fellas. So yeah. Cool. Next up, what do we got? Okay, this was for most pretty. So these three awards, that one, this one, and this one were from secret judges. So that was Richie's pick. So I had, yeah. Okay, William. Oh shit. William Knight, where are you, buddy? Most pretty. So you got most pretty.
Oh, thanks, man.
Most pretty. There you go, man. Awesome. Well done. Well, you can do it on your face if you want. Right. Next one. Cool. Most creative. Again, was for around here. So most creative goes to Philip Smith. Awesome, buddy. Very well done. Awesome. Good work. And most pop. Yes, most pop. Okay, most pop. This was viewing the table and just going pop. Just bouncing your head of the most creative colours. Really made you look at it and the board and everything that was set up. That goes to Medi Manzel. Yeah. All good, man. Thank you. Well done. Cool. All right, go down to standings now. That's our big one at the end. So we're gonna go down to these. Oh, damn it. Yep. Yep. All right. So third place. That's last.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Woo. Okay. So third place is also third place. Yep, third place today over the weekend goes to Michael Clark. Well done. Good. Very well done. You all right? Cool. Go. There you go. Cool. Following from third place is second place. We're going to go for Sam Sims Bailey. So you got your $80 voucher.
Thank you so much.
All good, man. No, well done.
Much love, brother.
All good. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Awesome. No one saw the Zench coming. It was awesome. So, following from second, we've got first place. The first place goes to Mr. Joel Graham defending his title. Well done. Well done. $100 voucher, and you got that there. Cool. And you've got your new goblet. Again, we'll engrave it. We'll send it to you again, or I'll bring it to Bendigo. Cool, cool. And the weapon, sorry. Yeah, you get this one. Summer Smash.
We can hit with that. Come on, Richie.
Oh, I've got it. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Now we'll go best infection and stuff like that. Cool. So this is for best infections. Chaos, of course, Joel Graham.
Thanks, sir.
All good. Your dice tray. Again, order goes to Michael Clark. I think it was the purple, because that's death and that's destruction. You get purple. Very pretty, Mike. Very pretty. Cool. Destruction goes to Corey Ford. And that was the Gargants. Well done. Stomping your way. Well done. Yep, green. Yep. Destruction. And last one for death goes to Jason Brown. Well done, buddy. Good work. Very good work. This, so this here, a lot of what we want to do this at the end is that a lot of effort goes into getting your armies ready, a lot of display boards, hell of a lot of time and effort put into a hobby and stuff like that, and it deserves a really good, nice prize and good congratulations. So, so everyone voted from the community. So we've got best army of the weekend goes to Ryan Chamley. There you go. Well done, buddy. Very well done.
Thanks.
All good. There you go. You get a brand new carry case for for your very pretty army.
Thank you.
Cool. If you've all got prizes and stuff, if you can wait around just for like a couple of photos, that'd be fantastic. And one photo of everyone that's still here. I'll go up top and just spread everyone out. COVID, and then we're good. Oh. Right. Okay. 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 Can we do that now? Just while everyone's here, we'll just do like a really quick semicircle, quick shot. Dip, dip, dip.
Hang on, guys. Very happy to see the video come back out of the video similar times, the Tory team come back after COVID stronger than ever. And I know it's a good team. So hopefully we're going to keep it rolling throughout the year. It was a great weekend.
Yeah. Well done. And yeah, that's other stuff we want to shout out to, of course. Yeah, Bendigo Vic GT. It's going to be another really big tournament. It's going to be fantastic. More inland, which is going to be cool. Then any others for Victoria? I don't think there's any more after that. Is that correct, guys? June Bush Bash. Okay, cool. So there's Bendigo. Yeah, there's Bendigo. So we'll go. We've also got Winter Wipeout coming up as well, which will be our next one. That's going to be a mixed event. You're going to have Age of Sigmar, you're going to have Legion, you're going to have a bunch of different systems. So for signing up for that, there's going to be a bunch of different stuff. There's going to be a very big Lord of the Rings one too. So watch that as well if you're interested. But for a mixed system one, you can pick and choose what you want to play and just come and have some fun if you want. So yeah, okay. Spreading the love and doing something different. So, and yeah, we'll just quickly keen now. Cool. But yeah, thank you so much for coming, guys. We'll just get a quick semicircle. Awesome.
All right, guys, we are back. It's done. Round 5 is concluded. Congratulations again to Joel Graham. Back to back he has gone. Second place we have here with us, Sam Sims Bailey. Hey.
How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm going great. Feeling good, man.
Yeah.
Getting that second place. When I heard them read out third place and it wasn't me, my heart sank. I thought I didn't place.
No. Yeah,
and then when
okay.
I read out second, I was like...
So you went 4 wins, 1 loss.
Yeah, 4 major wins and 1 minor loss.
And that's what got you over the edge.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I got like max kill points in every win that I got.
Yep.
So that helped me push me over the edge for sure.
Because going into round 4, I think you were top of the leaderboard, weren't you?
Yeah, going into round 4 after day 1, I was top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Everyone was sort of gunning for me.
When you took that loss, did you think you were done? You were out of the top 3 and...
Like, it was only a minor loss. So when I took it, I was like, yeah, it was a good game. It could have gone another way. I could have won it if I knew the mission a little bit better.
Yeah, okay.
Because it was my first time playing that mission.
Yep.
And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to have fun in the next game, see how it goes. But I'm going to try and win it and place. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
You were playing Demons of Zinch.
Demons of Zinch,
Which
yeah.
I think you were the only player here. We saw some Khorne and some Slaanesh.
I was the only Zinch guy.
Everyone was worried about the Seraphon and the Lord the Croaks. So
that's it.
And you came out with the Demons of Zinch. That's
Demons of
awesome.
Zinch, yeah, man. One of my best mates plays Seraphon, so I have a bit of experience against them, and it helped me in this tournament because I came up against 2 different Seraphon players throughout the whole time.
Yeah.
The first day I played a guy, and he had Croak and all the shenanigans, and I managed to win.
Yeah.
But one of my minor losses, the one I had, was against Seraphon as well. So you got to give them credit where credit's due. They're a strong army, nothing to be underestimated.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about your journey into like the hobby in general? Like, what got you here, placing second at a tournament? When did you get into it? How did you get into Age of Sigmar? All that kind of stuff.
Oh, well, it all started when I was probably about like 12 years old, walking into a Games Workshop wondering what the hell is this?
Yeah, we've all done it.
And I saw all these like grown men having fun, and I was just like, this is my shit. And I got into it, and as soon as I got into it, I think my dad told me maybe about 6 months later, hey, I used to collect these figurines when I was a teenager or whatever.
Wow.
So it must run in the family without even knowing it. I got into the same hobby my dad used to do.
Wow.
That's awesome.
You got hobby blood.
Yeah.
And now I'm turning 23 next week, so this is pretty good early birthday
Hell
present.
yeah, man. Happy birthday
It
for
marks
next week.
10 years in the hobby for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I came to Summer Smash last year for my first Age of Sigmar tournament.
Yep.
And I've been into fantasy and 40k, done tournaments for that, but there was my first Age of Sigmar tournament last year, and I placed 7th.
Wow.
I lost against the guys who came 2nd and 4th.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
So you came in pretty strong for your first ever Age of Sigmar tournament.
Oh yeah, my first game I was top of the leaderboard, so I had to fight the other guy who was top, and he's apparently like a Masters player, and
Oh, wow.
I almost beat him, but it came down to like some priority rolls and some 9-inch charges off the board edge, and he pulled a sneaky victory on me. But all props to him, because like I learned so much from that game, and I haven't let the same thing happen to me again.
Yeah. That's
And,
great, man.
Yeah, and the other guy I went against who came 2nd, it was a back-to-back loss for me. So I went my first day 1-3, and then that guy kind of demolished me. It wasn't a close game where a guy pulled a sneaky victory. He just demolished me. And I learned a lot from that as well.
Yeah.
And it was really great to come back this year and beat my previous place, because that's the only thing I wanted to do, was to grow as a war gamer and make sure that I made a little bit of an improvement. So any higher than 7, I would have been really happy with my score.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you say you'd also attended, so you've done these 2 Summer Smashes.
Yeah.
Any other Age of Sigmar tournaments? You said you might have done one?
The Age of Sigmar tournament I did after Summer Smash, a couple of weeks after, was a doubles tournament.
Okay.
I dragged along my friend who had never been to an Age of Sigmar tournament. He didn't have a painted army or anything, so I just gave him mine and we split Zinch army.
Yeah.
And this was before the nerf, so they were really filthy.
Yeah, awesome.
And this was in Ringwood, and we managed to take first place.
Awesome.
Yeah, nice.
I've only lost 1 game since going against those 2 Masters players in tournaments. And
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
was
say-
my minor loss today.
Yeah.
So I haven't taken any major losses since.
Wow. That's awesome.
Insane. That's
It
so
is.
good.
I love that you got absolutely demolished, like absolutely smashed into the ground, and then since, like, it obviously changed you as a player. You said you learned a
did.
lot, but you haven't really lost, apart from today, a game since.
Yeah, and even then, I only lost the game because of not knowing like a certain rule, and like it was equal on victory points.
Yeah.
So
Wow,
it came
okay.
down to how much shit people had killed.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a tiebreaker, is it?
Yeah, it was literally a tiebreaker that came down to how much stuff he had killed of mine and how much I'd killed of his.
Yeah.
And he had got that edge on me, so
Sweet.
it was only a minor loss.
Yeah. And it's funny, people that are watching this, you don't know this, but we've actually referenced you a few times on the podcast.
Oh, wow.
We've kind of been following your little Siege army round to round and keeping an eye on it, and we were devastated to hear you lost, but it was only a minor loss, so we still had hope for you.
I think that's the reason why I came 2nd. Because I think the guy that came 3rd, he also went 4-1 like me, but he had a major.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that was the
loss.
difference that propelled you right up to 2nd,
That was the difference that got me to 2nd. And,
that's awesome, man.
I couldn't beat Joel's 5-0.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky I didn't get matched up against it, because it seemed to tear everything up.
True. How good? So you've put in probably a ton of hard work preparing for this tournament. How good does it feel right now to actually have taken it?
It feels like honestly amazing, but the hard work, I wouldn't say I really did that much hard work, because funnily enough, I took this tournament on the day that it was closing for entries.
Wow.
And a guy dropped out that allowed me to get in. I only noticed that the tournament was on that day. That was cut off.
Yeah. There you go.
So I did 0 preparation. I took it on a week's notice. Zinch just gave me the fate, you know what I mean? It's just like, this is fate, I'm taking it, and I managed to come 2nd. So I knew it had to be some sort of fate for me to come here today, because I only realized because some dude commented on a Facebook post, you should bring this to Summer Smash. Not even on a Throw the Dice page or a Summer Smash page, on a completely unrelated Age of Sigmar group. And I was like, what? Summer Smash is on. So I quickly go on Facebook, I see it's fully on in a week, and I'm like, should I do this or not? Like, will my girlfriend like be pissed off that I'm doing this? Like,
probably, but you got priorities, man.
And I was like, you know what? I haven't been in one tournament since COVID.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to play any games with my friends, really. Maybe 2 game sessions.
Yeah.
Since COVID.
Yeah.
You know? That's ages that I haven't been playing.
You've earned it.
I've been rusty with my list, so there wasn't a lot of hard work involved, just trusting fate and just letting God guide me like that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
just
man.
Trusting in myself, my abilities, everything I've done over these past 10 years to become the gamer I am now, you know what I mean? I had no preparations.
Yeah.
I knew that I had a week to prepare. I had no games within that week.
Damn.
So all the games I had were today.
Nice.
You know?
You've done well, man.
Yeah.
Done so well.
Do you think knowing your list helped you a lot? Like you were just able to pick up Cinch and you knew it well, you knew its rules?
Well, in Age of Sigmar tournaments, I've only ever played Zinch.
Yeah, okay.
And it's changed since last year because they got hit with a hectic nerf hammer.
Yeah.
About 140 points excess.
Wow.
Got put onto my list.
Okay. It's the same list, but it was just that much more expensive.
It was a very similar list.
Yeah.
Instead of having a unit of 10 horrors, because I had 2 units of 10, I took a Gaunt Summoner that could just summon the 10, and I had another unit of Brimstones and 2 lots of endless spells. So that's a lot more to work with than what I had today and yesterday.
Wow.
So there was a bit of familiarity, but it was also like working with what the nerf had done, and just knowing what I could do with everything that I had, because I still took 12 flamers last year.
Yeah,
so I was like, as long as I have my 12 flamers this year, it doesn't matter how much points they've put onto it, I should be able to do it right.
Cool.
Well, you came in clutch with it, man. Scoring second like that.
Second.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
It's come from 7th last year. Hopefully we see you at the next Summer Smash. And
Oh, definitely.
Too.
Oh yeah, I'd love to come.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for that.
We got a little Hobby Homies gift pack for you.
Thank you so much, man.
No Cinch in there, but some other paints and
Oh,
some other little
thanks so
tidbits.
much.
Nah, that's all right, good,
I
dude.
appreciate that so much.
No
honestly,
worries.
guys.
Congrats on
You guys
second.
have been great. Like
Cheers,
this whole
man.
tournament. Honestly, like I've loved interacting with you.
Yeah.
And so glad that I got to sit down with you guys for an interview.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah.
So,
Appreciate it.
thanks for tuning in. That's us for now. We will do one more little lap and kiss the walls and say goodbye. And thanks again, Sam.
Yeah.
Congratulations on
Thank you
second.
guys.
Well done,
Have a
mate.
good
I'll
night.
see you guys soon.
Take it easy, guys.
And we're back. As you can hear, everyone's packing up. Tables are being moved. Chairs being stacked.
Jesus.
We just spoke to this guy. That guy.
I didn't know you were here, Fletch.
It's been a big weekend.
We thought you were our homie, Fletch.
It's been a massive weekend. Everyone's
huge.
Everyone's had enough, I think. Everyone's gone, packing up.
Yeah.
We spoke to Sam, who came second.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Sam
Well done, Sam.
and all the winners.
Yeah. Well done, Joel Graham. Back to back.
Yeah. Yep. And
Everyone-
Clarky.
And Clarky.
Yep.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's mad. We got a local rep in there.
Yeah.
That's cool. It was a nice distribution of players
Was.
there. First, second,
Yeah.
third.
Yep.
So, check out our afterthoughts on the event. We're going to do a whole episode on how we felt today went, what it was like to be here as spectators, but also as
Presenters.
presenters, whatever this is that we do.
It's going to be a big recap of everything all in one. So.
Yeah, because we're still so in it and still so exhausted. So it'll be good to have a sleep on it and look back with very fondly, I imagine, because it's been a good time.
Yep.
So click here for that, because that will probably be up here.
Around about here somewhere.
It'll be in the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Or in the description if Churchy falls asleep on the editing process. And yeah, so we hope to do more of these. Like, this is the first time we've ever done anything close to this.
Yeah.
Like, we've covered an event, we've had guests. So if you like this style of video and this format and you want to see more of this, give us the big old blue thumb.
Yeah. Leave a comment, let us know.
Yeah.
Jump in the Discord too.
Yeah.
We've got a whole bunch of people in there sharing all kinds of hobby too. It's just such a great little community.
Yeah, we've got different channels for all kinds of different stuff. Age of Sigmar being one of them.
Yeah.
It needs some love. So
It does.
if you were here and you got like, anyways.
Yep.
We'd love to see you in the Discord. We vibe it. It's mad. But we'll either see you at the next one or hopefully see you in the Discord. So
that's it.
I've been Fox.
I've been Shane.
And you've been watching.
Peru.
Finger guns?
No finger guns. Dude.
I hope I don't hurt anyone.
Churchy's got the first person mode.
This
isn't GoldenEye 64, right?
Alright, let's fucking shit up.